All right, Chiefs Kingdom, we need to talk. You've probably seen it by now, the photo that lit up social media like it was the 4th of July. Patrick Mahomes walking into OTAs and suddenly half the internet thinks he's out here looking like he just finished a deep dish pizza and a six-pack. Really? Let's set the record straight right now. First off, Mahomes showing up to OTAs is exactly what we expect from our leader. He's always been about setting the tone early, showing the younger guys what commitment looks like. But the moment that picture dropped, the internet did what the internet does. Overreacted. People calling him fat? Come on. Let's be honest. Mahomes isn't here to win a modeling contract. He's here to win football games. And you know what? That frame, the one they're mocking, it's the same one that took hit after hit last season and still carried this team through to another deep postseason run. The man's built to take punishment and deliver greatness, not to show up on a Men's Health magazine cover. He's got a family. He's got kids. He's living life. So maybe he enjoys a cold beer and some wings on the weekend. Who doesn't? We're not asking him to be a runway model. We're asking him to deliver dimes on 3rd and long, and he does that better than anyone in the NFL. So here's the real question for you, Chiefs fans. Are we really going to let the trolls win on this one? Or are we standing by our quarterback, our MVP, our Super Bowl champion? Drop it in the comments right now. Type H for hell. Know if you don't think Mahomes is fat and this whole thing is overblown. Or type HY for hell yes if you're with us and think Mahomes is exactly what we need him to be. Durable, dependable, and downright elite. We're just getting started today, but defending our QB, that's priority number 1. Stay tuned, because next up, we've got a major question about Trey Smith's status and why his presence at OTAs might signal a huge step forward for the offensive line. Now that we've cleared the air about Mahomes, let's turn our attention to another name Chiefs fans should be buzzing about, Trey Smith. This dude is an absolute bulldozer. And the fact that he showed up to OTAs, that's not just a small win. It's a huge deal for Kansas City. Let's rewind for a second. Smith has been through the wars, he's battled injuries, played through pain, and still managed to be one of the most physical, dominant guards in the NFL. And let's not forget, he was a 6th-round pick who turned into an anchor on this offensive line. A gem unearthed by Brett Veach, no doubt. But after a grueling season and some question marks around his health, there were whispers. Was he going to take it slow this offseason? Was the team going to hold him back and be extra cautious? So when fans saw him back out there at OTAs, locked in and looking ready to maul defensive linemen, it sent a message. Smith being there early shows he's locked in. He's not taking this offseason lightly, and he's definitely not coasting after a 2nd Super Bowl ring. He's attacking 2025 like a guy who wants a 3rd, and that mindset matters. And let's talk about the ripple effect. When Trey Smith is on point, it boosts the whole line. It gives Mahomes the pocket he needs. It opens up running lanes for Pacheco. It sets the tone physically, and Chiefs fans know that when this offensive line is bullying people, this team becomes borderline unstoppable. So what do you think, Chiefs Kingdom? Is Trey Smith the most underrated key to this offense right now? Drop a TS in the comments if you think Trey's return means big things ahead for Mahomes and the run game. Coming up next, we're digging into Rashee Rice. With all the off-the-field noise, should Chiefs fans be concerned about his future this season? You'll want to hear this. All right, let's talk about the name that's been hovering over Chiefs headlines for the past few months, Rashee Rice. There's no sugarcoating it. Rice's offseason has been surrounded by controversy. We all know about the legal issues and the incident that made national news. It's the kind of thing that instantly brings scrutiny, not just from the league, but from fans, teammates, and the media. So the big question is, what now? Here's the thing. Rice showing up to OTAs despite all the noise says a lot. It tells us he's not hiding. He's facing the music and trying to stay focused on football. That's a positive sign. But let's be honest. His presence doesn't erase the uncertainty. The NFL is still conducting its investigation. There could be a suspension. There could be fines. We simply don't know how it will play out yet. But here's what we do know. When Rashee Rice is on the field, he makes an impact. Last season, as a rookie, he emerged as Mahomes' most trusted wide receiver down the stretch. Not just because he could get open, but because he could make tough catches in traffic, take hits, and keep moving. That kind of physicality and reliability made him stand out in a wide receiver room that had its fair share of inconsistency. If he's available this season, even if it's not week 1, he'll be a big part of this offense again. But that's the catch. If. So what's the plan if Rice misses time? That's where guys like Hollywood Brown, rookie Xavier Worthy, and even Sky Moore come in. It's why Brett Veach went out and loaded up on wide receiver talent. The Chiefs are preparing for all outcomes, and as we've seen before, Mahomes can win with just about anyone if the game plan is tight and the chemistry is there. But let's hear it from you. Should the Chiefs count on Rashee Rice this season, or plan as if he'll be gone for a stretch? Drop your take in the comments and let's get into it. Coming up, rookie Xavier Worthy is already turning heads. Could he be the guy sooner than expected? Stick around. Let's shift gears now and talk about the player who might just blow the top off this offense, Xavier Worthy. If you've been following Chiefs news, you know this kid isn't just fast, he's historically fast. He broke the NFL Combine record with a 4.21 40-yard dash. That's not just impressive, that's Tyreek Hill territory. And let's be honest, ever since Tyreek left for Miami, there's been a bit of a void when it comes to that deep threat game-breaking receiver. The Chiefs have still been dominant, but we haven't seen that same explosive take the top off the defense type of player. Now, with Worthy in the mix, that could change in a big way. But here's what's really interesting. Worthy isn't just a speed guy. Yeah, he can outrun most defenders. But what's really caught the attention of coaches and reporters is his route running and hands. He's already working with Mahomes, trying to build that chemistry early. And if you know anything about how Andy Reid and Mahomes operate, you know that building trust is everything. Now, will he start week 1? That's still up in the air. But the way he's looked in early workouts and rookie minicamp, it wouldn't be surprising to see him climb the depth chart quickly. Especially if Rashee Rice ends up missing time, Worthy might be thrust into a major role earlier than expected. And that's where things get exciting. Imagine this. Mahomes drops back, surveys the field, and lets it fly. Worthy streaking down the sideline, burning corners left and right. That's a weapon the Chiefs haven't had in full force since the 2019 Super Bowl run. It's still early. Pads haven't come on yet. But all signs point to the Chiefs having landed a legit playmaker, someone who can stretch the field and open up everything underneath for guys like Travis Kelce, Hollywood Brown, and even the running backs. So here's the question for you. How big of a role should Xavier Worthy have in this offense right away? Should the Chiefs go all in or ease him in? Let me know what you think down below. Up next, don't go anywhere. We're breaking down why this year's offense might be even better than what we saw in 2023. Seriously. All right, Chiefs Kingdom, let's bring it all together. We've talked about Xavier Worthy, we've talked about Mahomes' mindset, and we've talked about how people are underestimating this team again. But now let's hit the big question. Could this 2025 Chiefs offense actually be better than the one that just won the Super Bowl? It might sound bold, but hear me out. First off, Mahomes looks laser-focused. He's not coasting off a championship. He's attacking this offseason like he lost the EU last game. That should scare every other team in the league. He's got more weapons, more speed, and more chemistry than he had at this point last year. Next, the offensive line. With Joe Thuney returning from injury and guys like Kingsley Suamataia competing hard already in camp, this unit might be even deeper and more physical. And let's not forget Donovan Smith is gone, meaning more room for young, hungry players to step up. Then there's the receiver group. Rashee Rice may miss time, but the Chiefs aren't scrambling. They planned for this. They've added Hollywood Brown, drafted Worthy, and still have guys like Sky Moore and Justin Watson. Plus, you know Andy Reid is going to scheme up creative ways to use all this speed. And what about Travis Kelce? People were wondering if he'd start to slow down. But if anything, He looks more energized than ever. Maybe it's the Taylor Swift effect, who knows? But the guy is still a matchup nightmare. Defenses can't key in on him the same way now. That you've got speed stretching the field. Add it all up. Mahomes locked in, new explosive weapons, a bolstered O-line, and the best play caller in the NFL. Yeah, I'm saying it. This offense could be more dangerous than the 2023 version. And here's where you come in. Do you think this Chiefs offense will be more explosive than last season, or will it take some time to gel? Drop your take in the comments. Let's get the debate going. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a second of Chiefs news. We're here every week, breaking it all down for the kingdom.